Welcome back to The Five. So First Lady Michelle Obama was just seen ordering a cheeseburger, fries, and a chocolate shake at a joint in D.C. The meal was over 1,500 calories, roughly the equivalent of eating a live raccoon. This from our nation's anti-obesity leader. Still, I can't get worked up over it. In fact, I salute the First Lady because anything that ticks off vegetarians is fine by me. But a few things bug me. First, she went to the Shake Shack. This is where cool people go to eat fast food without having to be seen in McDonald's. So you condemn Big Macs, but you'll down a hand-spun shake. Sorry, it's the same thing. More important, I get child obesity, but it's not an epidemic, as the First Lady calls it. Epidemics used to mean infectious diseases. Now it means everything from halitosis to hurt feelings. I have both. And the way I see it, fat kids aren't fat kids forever. Ask any model or actor what their childhood was like, and they always say, I was a fat kid. It's true. All fat kids turn into models and actors. Also, I feel that we are unfairly targeting a prized commodity, the chubby kids, who are often the funniest, happiest kids around, and their fridges are always stocked. I guess I'm less worried about chubby kids than violent kids. Each week, there's always a new video of a teen mob beating up innocent people. Fat kids, they don't do that. They'd rather be eating. God bless them.
That was very, very.
It was beautiful,
funny.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I was moved.
Because who eats a live raccoon?
Oh, you haven't
How
been.
do you know that that's 1,500 calories?
You haven't been to my apartment. That's all I eat. All I can afford, actually. I have to run them down and
Listen,
then eat them.
some of us started off skinny and got chubby.
That's the bigger problem.
Right now. And let me just say one thing. These shakes are great, man. I don't know. I've never heard of this joint before, but this is great.
Bob, I put some scotch in there for you.
No, you can't do that, man. I'm an alcoholic.
I know.
That's really smart. Oh, yeah. Let's put some scotch in Bob's milkshake. Yeah, good. You wouldn't see me for, well, maybe that's the whole idea.
This is no better than you can get at McDonald's or a Greek diner around the corner. But
Pretty
this
good,
is for fancy
it's
people.
pretty good.
Well, do you think it's hypocritical behavior?
Yes.
Yes?
Oh, come on.
I do.
Really hypocritical. You know, look, she's out there saying child obesity. She reinvented the food pyramid, et cetera, and then she goes and orders a 1,700 calorie meal.
Wait a second.
What's the difference, Bob? An athlete going on TV, smoking a cigarette and drinking a beer.
Here's a big
the kids are still watching.
Difference. She's not suggesting that anybody starve themselves. She also is a proponent of being healthy and indulging once in a while. So she indulged once in a while. It's not a big deal to me, and I think jumping all over her is wrong.
Good for you, Dana. And by the way, childhood obesity is an epidemic. The rest of those things, but you're a walking epidemic, number one.
Thank you.
But the fact is that childhood obesity today is going to cost this country hundreds of billions of dollars in the future.
Assuming they're always going to be fat, but they aren't.
Wait a second.
I don't know where you deal with it.
Yes.
Let their parents deal with it. Did Obama quit smoking because he got a government subsidy?
Actually,
no, my point
smoking.
is, I'm not going to not eat this right now because Michelle Obama told me not to. I'm not going to eat this because they've sat me in this chair where you can see every
vanity is everything. But the fact is, this woman has done a remarkable job pointing these things out. She deserves credit. And if she wants to pig out at this joint one day, so what?
Every First Lady gets to choose a policy, and she chose this one.
It's always a very safe issue because nobody but me comes out. I'm coming out for childhood obesity. I'm the only one on the planet. It's the safest issue ever. And I think it's exaggerated, completely exaggerated.
It's not exaggerated.
Yes, it is.
The percentage of kids who are obese today are so much higher than when you were a kid.
Is that what we're debating?
But they've lowered
childhood obesity, or are we debating
No,
Michelle
we're
Obama
debating-
saying
that she
everyone
brought it-
needs to eat healthier and low-calorie diets, and then goes and orders a 1,700.
By the way, we're also
demonizing
demonizing a great industry. The fast food industry does more to feed people than any government. If McDonald's was in charge of ending starvation in Africa, it would have been done in a year.
But the other thing is, she is a huge proponent of exercise. She works out all the time,
Exactly
every
right.
day. Maybe she had a big workout yesterday.
Can someone get George Bush's press secretary out here?
It's just a question of priorities. It's just a question of priorities. I don't understand why you liberals have such a food fetish, Bob. What's up with the food?
But you know what?
Salads and schools,
I
sodium
love
and soup.
food, number one. And number two, it's not you liberals. Have you ever seen liberals? They go out in the morning and run in those Euro trash outfits all the time. My neighborhood's full of liberals. They're all riding their bicycles or they're running. All I want to do is just take my donut and take my car and run right over them.
Conservatives
Yeah,
don't
can you
work
stand
out.
that? Can you? Those people run around or ride those bikes with those Eurotrash outfits on and their helmets like that. What a bunch of punks!
I love that your new tone is okay against liberal. I love this. I've never seen this happen before. He's actually threatening to kill liberals.
It's like exercise makes him really mad.
No, I exercise all the time, most of the time. But listen,
Never in a row.
I still get back to this thing. This woman deserves an enormous amount of credit for bringing this issue to the table, as well as healthy eating. And by the way, Eric, I don't think you should have taken that shot at Dana. I think Dana is showing herself to be a reasonable, sane person, unlike yourself. But I wasn't supposed to say anything because I love you.
Fine. You want to get the population healthier, the kids healthier, fantastic. But just don't do that all of a sudden and change and then go. And
You do open yourself up to some criticism. You open yourself up to the double standard.
By the way,
Not 1,500 calories.
since when is fast food any less caloric than fine dining? You go to the same food you get there is easily as caloric, easily as fattening, and nobody goes after it.
I am spending so much more money now to eat more healthy that you know
that's a problem.
because as you said, I'm always
Way too expensive.
It's very expensive.
It's actually discriminating against poor
the
people.
only thing that ought to be free range is conservatives. Go ahead.
Nicely done. We'll end on that note.
Thank you.
Range conservatives.
Good. Coming up, Laura Ingraham and Matt